Christine, welcome to Book Talk. Today we are discussing The Assassin's Blade by Sarah J Maas, which I've been needing to read since 2014. I finally read this bitch. I am so excited about it. I finished it. Yeah, I know everything now. I read them all. Tower of Dawn came out and people were like, you have to read this before Tower of Dawn. You have to. And I was like, yeah, I do. So I got the audiobook. The audiobook was great. Highly recommend it if you haven't read it yet. I'm an Audible affiliate if you don't know. You sign up to Audible using my link, which is down in the description. You get your first audiobook for free, which is fantastic. I love Audible. Moving on. The Assassin's Blade. I had so much fun getting to know more about Celaena Sardathian, because Celaena Sardathian is my favorite. And honest to God, I miss her. A lot of people ask when they should read The Assassin's Blade, and having read every other book except The Assassin's Blade, you never have to read it, but you should read it. I think you should read it book 1, book 2, then The Assassin's Blade, then book 3, book 4, book 5. I'm super excited to be open to reading Tower of Dawn because I felt like there was like a blockade in my way. Like I got the book, I was excited to read it, and I felt like someone set a big rock in my path. No! First Assassin's Blade. So I did it. I read The Assassin's Blade. I know all the things. I'm gonna discuss them with you in the spoilery section. This is the non-spoilery section. I'm gonna give The Assassin's Blade an A. It reads like a book. It doesn't read like short stories, like completely separate short stories. It's all in chronological order and it's all what leads up to the beginning of Throne of Glass. I wouldn't want to know this before I read Throne of Glass. I love the mystery going into Throne of Glass. If you're one of those people that like can't stand not knowing what's going on and like waiting to learn about it, maybe you should read this first. I love this cover. This is my favorite of like all the Sarah J Maas covers. She looks like really cool and I also love the color scheme. It just struck me today that Celaena on like all the covers, her hair is just like billowing in the wind, like a really sexy assassin. Even here. Wow, excuse me. Even though she got that hood up, she's like, I'ma kill you. It's like a sexy I'ma kill you. How is she assassinating without her hair pulled back? If you have long hair, you know that you can't do anything with your hair down. Like, I can't eat with my hair down. I can't play cards. Like, it gets in the way. I'm blind. I look down and I'm like, I can't see anything. My hair is in the way. Oh, don't even get me started on yoga. I can't even do yoga with my hair in a ponytail. Like, it sticks to my face. It's disgusting. This is how I would assassin. I would need the bun. I would need it at all times. But Celaena is like mastered that sexy assassin look. It's like when people take dance classes and they can dance with their hair down. What's that about? Like, how can you do that? It just gets stuck everywhere. It's just like, oh God, but like all the dancers look so cool with their hair like whipping around and they're doing all the intense. Like, I can't do it. I need my peripheral vision at all times. I'm going off topic. Let's talk about the book, shall we? So people who haven't read The Assassin's Blade yet, I recommend you go read it because it's really not that long. I mean, it's kind of long, but it didn't feel long with the audiobook at all. And it's so much fun to walk down memory lane with 16-year-old Celaena. Just see what she was like. Goodbye, people who haven't read it yet. Goodbye, non-spoilery folk. Bye-bye. Bye-bye-bye-bye-bye. Okay, let's talk about The Assassin's Blade. Where do we start here? Well, let's start with Sam. So I finally know Sam. It was so weird that I didn't know him for so long, and I just assumed that like they weren't like a hate-to-love relationship, but they were a hate-to-love relationship, and I love that. I'm reading the first story, and she's like, oh, Sam is so annoying. And I'm just like, wait, what? I mean, if you look at Celaena's track record, she loves to hate people and then love them. That's just like her way. So I believe the first story is The Pirate's Cove, which comes back into play in book 5, Empire of Storms. It was interesting, but like not surprising at all. I can't even remember if we got to know the pirate lord, Captain Rolfe. I think we got to know him a little more. He talked about how the map on his arm hadn't worked for years because it must run on magic, and magic was, you know, there was the film over it. You know, I don't know what to say. Like, I can't spoil people about the other books, I guess. So I'm gonna be careful, don't worry. I'll let you know if I'm gonna spoil something. I don't think I will. I don't think I will, but like, I'll put a big disclaimer on the screen if it's coming. She sets the slaves free. She comes home. Arobynn punishes her and Sam because they lost him a lot of money. Celaena finally starts to realize that maybe she likes Sam. She doesn't just like hate him. Arobynn, for all this time, has probably been manipulating Celaena to hate Sam, making them very competitive, setting it up so that she doesn't like him. And Arobynn has this super creepy relationship with Celaena. He is her father figure, but he's also like a torture figure. He's also like a weird lover figure. He's also her boss. I hate how like, you know, as soon as she comes back with Sam, he's like trying to figure out a way to get Sam out of the picture. It was so hard to read this book towards the end because we know what's gonna happen. Like, we know Sam is a dead person and we know he's going to die. We know he's not gonna make it. She's had flashbacks to like her finding Sam's body. Like, it's just really, really upsetting. And I know she's gonna go to Endovier. Like, when we got to the part where Sam wasn't coming home, I was just like, I don't want to read it. I kept listening. Like, I took an hour off because I was like, I don't want to see this. I don't want to hear it. I don't want any part of it. I know Arabin just set her up, and she still doesn't think he set her up because she grew up with him as a father figure, basically. I know he wasn't really a father figure, but like, he was her master. He was the closest thing she's had to a father figure for a very long time. She gets back from him sending her to the Red Desert for months, and he buys her a bunch of shit. He just buys her off to distract her from what he's done, what he might have done to Sam. And she still gives him the benefit of a doubt over and over again. We don't see Arabin again till like Queen of Shadows. In their confrontation there, you start to get bits and pieces of their relationship dynamic, but you don't understand it as well as you understand it after reading The Assassin's Blade. Spoiler for up to Empire Storms. So if you haven't read through Empire Storms, mute me right now, okay? This is what like kind of annoys me. We're led to believe by Aelin that Selena has always been a mask for her. Or maybe it was a mask once she got out of Endovier. Like, she wore her Selena mask. But like, Selena was Selena. She's not just a mask. And I know maybe she's saying that. Like, she's changed so much that the bravado and stuff has faded. It's part of her personality. It's not just like, oh, I'm gonna put on an act, I'm 8 years old and I'm being trained by Arabin and let's just like come up with this Selena Sardathian character. She is Selena Sardathian. Like, that's her. She still has these aspects to her as Aelin in Queen of Shadows. It's just a different name. And she's growing and changing to become more responsible and less selfish. But like, the change we see in Empire of Storms where she's just completely shed all of her personality, that's what's so sad, you know, because Selena Sardathian is one of my favorite characters. I loved seeing her in here. Like, I loved her in all the other books. And then we get to Empire of Storms and she's just kind of like a bland, responsible person who has sex with Rowan. Where is that sassy bitch that I've come to know and love? Where is she? I hope she comes back in the next book. I hope her personality shines a little more and she's not like a background character in her own story, because that's what she kind of started to feel like, because we liked all the other characters better. Back to The Assassin's Blade. You can listen again. Hi. Okay, her time with the Mute Master in the Red Desert was super interesting. And Ansel just showed up in the books. I won't say when. I don't know how to feel about Ansel still. I have to reread the part where she sees her in one of the other books just to like get a feeling for what's going on there. In the end, they did part ways kind of neutrally. She was like, don't kill that Mute Master or I will kill you, and I'm giving you 20 minutes to get out of range and then I'm gonna shoot you with an arrow. And then she gives her 21 minutes. The arrow just misses. So if she had followed directions and shot at 20, like, she would have died. I'm interested to see how their dynamic is now. It was really cool hearing how the Mute Master trained her with animals. Oh, and then we meet the healer. What was the healer's name again? And I'm sure we're gonna see her because she probably is going to heal one of our characters. No spoilers. Yrene. Yeah, Yrene's mom was a famous healer and she's gonna be a famous healer, and she was really cool, and Selena taught her all these maneuvers. I love that she got a self-defense class and then she used it and they bonded over that, and Selena left her a really expensive brooch and some money to go find passage to the southern continent and go to like this really prestigious healer school. I'm excited to see her. She's definitely gonna be in Tower of Dawn. Definitely. We see Lysandra as a young girl. I love how the Lysandra bond has evolved. We see Selena going to dance classes, which I love that she just like has always gotten to a weekly dance class. I really love the chapter at the ballet, seeing her love for the theater. She talks about it to Rowan at one point, and I love that point. But seeing her experience it and feeling her love that way was really, really nice. It feels like it waited so long for her and Sam to get together. I was just like, oh my god, kiss? Are you gonna kiss? What are you gonna kiss? And they were being so annoying. Something's going on with him and Lysandra. I know it. I know. Why don't you just go see Lysandra? Sit down, okay? Just like open your eyes, girl. Oh my god. The part when Selena was in the sewers. I think that was like the most intense part of this book for me. I loved it, and I knew there was a reference to sewers in Queen of Shadows. I remember talking about it in my book talk, and it was so good. It did not disappoint. She's tied to the chair in the sewers, and the sewage is coming up, and she can't get out. I was listening to this at the mall, and like this particular part, I was like online at Victoria's Secret waiting to buy underwear. I was like, oh shit, holy shit. I had to like pause mid like sewer coming up to her mouth. Oh my god, it was so intense. I love how she took like 50 baths afterward. It was also Selena. Oh, and we learned about the clock. Selena references the clock, the broken clock, in one of the other books. She chucked that clock across the room and broke it when she found out that Sam had died. When Arobin would just show up in her fucking apartment. Oh my god, I hated Arobin just showing up in her fucking apartment. Just manipulating, just undermining. Ugh, I hated how stupid Selena was because she trusted him. She trusts Arobin because he's manipulated her trust for years. For years. He's the most untrustworthy person on the planet, and she knows that in the present, but she did not know that then. And it's so sad, it's so heartbreaking to watch. It just got more and more upsetting the further in you got, because you knew where we were going. Oh, in that moment where the king says, do you have any last requests? And she says, make it quick. And he's like, okay, because you said that, we're gonna drag it out forever. You're never gonna die. You know what's really interesting about this series is that she has multiple loves. It doesn't force that, like, the first person that you fell in love with is gonna be the only person you ever love, the only person for you, you know, your only soulmate. Like, her relationships don't always work out. Yes, Sam got murdered, and that wasn't their relationship's fault. But, like, okay, now spoilers are coming for all 6 books. But then, like, we have her and Dorian, who break up just because, like, they're not at the right place in their lives for this relationship. And then Kale, the relationship with Kale kind of falls apart because they want different things. Then we've got Rowan and her. You know, right now they're pretty solid, but you never know what'll happen. There's not many series where you see our lead go through this giant arc, but also go through, like, lots of different relationships as well. And they're all, like, serious relationships. They're all flawed and different and interesting in their own ways, and they all leave their imprint on Selena in different ways. You know, every relationship you go through changes you a little bit. And you can see those changes as she moves forward. Sam is what drove her through book 1. And then Dorian kind of taught her about, like, I don't want to say being responsible, but I think it kind of did, seeing the way he wasn't responsible. And Nehemia, of course, too. Her and Dorian together kind of forged her towards taking responsibility. I'd love to hear your thoughts. What short story was your favorite? I guess my favorite was the one when she was in the sewer. I don't know what the name of that was because I listened to the audiobook and the names kind of got muddled together. It just felt like one book. I'm off to read Tower of Dawn now. I'm Christine. I make videos every Tuesday. Thank you so much for watching. If you want to follow me on Twitter or Instagram, I'm at XTINEMAY. Thank you so much for watching. I will see you next time. Goodbye!